While others chase attention, I build for generations. I don't want to trend, I want to last. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when and where you're watching from. Welcome to Professionals Daily Devotion with Olasukomi Opeifa. So this week has been very interesting. We've not really been able to make it by 9 a.m. to come online. Network and other challenges at times can bedevil some of the things we are doing, but trust will always be here for you. We want to round off our um, week with this particular topic. You can see thinking legacy, not lives, as the last topic under the new blueprint for professional success. And it's a good mentality, yes. The ability to think for more than beyond now and to think of a generation. So we live in a world of now. Quick money, instant results, short trends, and everything must just be fast reward. But the truth is, professionals who make a difference, the ones that we like, the ones that we talk about all the time, they have something else in their mind, and that is it. They think legacy all the time. Yeah, it doesn't mean that when you think legacy, you still cannot make money. We are probably going to talk about that there, okay? But that thing about in your mind, what's that thing that you know you are going to build and it's going to last? Okay, build to last is always at the back of their mind. And legacy can be in two ways. You can be legacy just for name, okay, where they can always be referring to you and your name is always there. And you can build legacy even for business where whatever you are doing is giving value to people and then it's also giving value to you too. So you don't need to say because you want to build legacy and you now need to be poor. Okay, no, I'm gonna do where you want to say you want to build my name. No, you can build your name, you can work for organization, collect your salary well. Tell them how much, talk about your worth. At the same time, when they are giving your worth, you are giving value in return. So much that by the time you are leaving the organization, they say, wow, when he was here, they know that they have value for the money they are paying you. You are doing that coaching program, you are doing whatever program you want to do, and people are saying no when this guy, that legacy remains there for you. So legacy is not about fame, it's not about your statue. Okay, it is about building what is very meaningful, solid, and so valuable that it outlives your presence. No, this way, let's think of three things when we're talking about legacy. One, choose impact over applause. Make impact. Prioritize roots over hypes. And all right, welcome back. Professionals who operate with a long-term vision make a better decision, stronger reputation, are more likely to be trusted with leadership roles and positions. Gallup Workplace Study says employees who focus on purpose and long-term goals report 24% higher engagement and 40% more resilience in high-pressure roles. And finally, Forbes 2023 says legacy-minded professionals are often the ones who mentor, who innovate and pioneer change. They leave footprint for others to follow. And that brings one person to mind all the time, and that is Nelson Mandela. When I read this shortly before I came online, I said, I need to come and say this. That at times we forget the people that have, and then we just need to come and say that's the legacy we're talking about. When I learned that Mandela spent, we all know, 27 years in prison. If this script is correct, came out without bitterness and led a nation towards healing. They kept you in prison. You can imagine just 2 months or 2 weeks of being dealt with in one way or the other. You know how you come out and start saying, see what they did to me, see what they did to me. But this guy came out with that. This must be an angel. You can work towards that anyway. But say, he didn't just build, he didn't just fight for freedom. He built system, relationships, and institutions that outlived his lifetime. Okay, he thought beyond the moment, beyond the microphone, and then beyond the seat of power. That is legacy. That is legacy for you. So let's see what legacy actually means as a framework. Legacy. L in this morning or this particular moment, we want to make L to stand for long-term vision. Okay, you don't just work for your salary. You build for generations. Okay, don't just say, when they increase my salary, I'm going to, no. Just do your own bit. It's not all about salary. It's all about the work, the experience there. I always tell people I walk around because I learned this from a great mentor that so when you work for someone, your gain, your benefit, or what you get at the end of the day is not your salary, it's the vision you catch in the process. When you work with your heart, it is not what you have, it's not your salary, it's the vision that you have built. So long-term vision is very important. What would happen if you left today? What will people say after? What will people say after you? Now the point is, I'm not saying you shouldn't talk about salary. When you are called to come ahead, nobody should quote me. When you are called for a job, okay, please talk your value. But when you are doing the job, think of long-term value. I mean, you understand? Think of long-term vision rather. When you are called, talk about your value, talk about what you will be comfortable with. 1 million naira, 20 million naira is not too much for you. Open your mouth and say it if you know your heart can carry it. But when you are talking about that, also build in such a way that yes, it will last. The E there talks about endurance over excitement. You stick with things even when it is no longer fun. Okay, legacy is built in consistency, not the excitement. Now, by the time you start relating and working for people, it will not be fun all the time. There will be ups and downs. There will be times that you will be ostracized. There will be times that things will not go your way. Okay, but endure. It's not now that you any little thing you want to bow out. No, endure. See the system. It won't be the testing time for you. They may not actually be testing you. They may actually be frustrating you. But when you see that you are strong enough, bigger roles are out there waiting for you, either within the organization or even outside it, because you have endured something there. In the scriptures, we talked about a David that killed the lion, that killed the bear, and then in reality, in the, I mean, in yeah, by the time he came out to the battlefield, he saw something, and because he had already done something bigger, he could over. I mean, something close to it, he could overcome the bigger one in front. So experience is what you build there. Let me just very fast here. Growth that outgrows you. Teach and mentor that don't hold knowledge. Just help others to grow. Okay, it helps you. It helps you. In my current role now, I don't give I call those under me and I talk to them as if they are the CEO, as if they are coming to take over my position. That's okay. This is what you're supposed to do. You don't talk like this next time to customers. You do like this. You talk from the angle of strength. You don't talk from the angle of weaknesses. No, you don't take advantage of them because they don't know. Build them up, build others. It will even help you to see when you go up and you build others, you are well sustained up there. Let's be fast. Accountability to values. Don't blend to trend. Okay, you can operate with value that keep your impact clean. Contribution over compensation. Your worth isn't just what you earn, it is what you leave behind. That's your worth. That's what people can say about you. And finally, your name. Why your name beyond the now? Your name should remind people of something bigger than a role. When they say Okoifa, when they say Olasukami, what is in the mind of the people? Thank you very much. It's a fantastic Friday, and let's take our words of affirmation today. And next week, we are going to look at something interesting. Okay, we are going to do something interesting. Something interesting. All right, so let's go. What's the affirmation now? Say this after me and mate. I don't just work, I build. I don't just deliver, I deposit. I don't just show up for now, I sow for the future. My life is a blueprint. My name is a seed. I think legacy. Thank you very much. See you next week when we're going to be looking at something very fantastic. Okay, don't think about now. Build your worth. Talk about your worth at the same time. Build for vision. See you on Monday.